Every January, millions of people decide this will be the year they finally change. And they mean it. New planner, new gym shoes, new goals. But by February, most of those resolutions are gone. You've probably felt it too. That moment when your motivation fades and you start wondering, what's wrong with me? But nothing is wrong with you. You don't have a discipline problem. You have a wiring problem. Because the real reason most resolutions fail isn't lack of willpower. It's that the part of your mind in charge of your habits, your subconscious, doesn't believe the new version of you is safe yet. Your conscious mind sets goals with logic and intention. Your subconscious mind decides whether those goals feel safe. And if they don't, it quietly overrides them. That's why you can wake up saying, I'm going to work out every morning. And by the next week, you're hitting snooze. It's not laziness. It's protection. Your subconscious runs an ancient safety program designed to keep you consistent with what's familiar. Whenever you try to act beyond that comfort zone, your nervous system interprets it as risk. That tension you feel, the hesitation, procrastination, sudden distractions, it's not weakness. It's the subconscious saying, careful, this isn't who we are, yet. So why do we keep making big declarations every January? Because another part of us, a higher part, craves expansion. Psychologist Abraham Maslow called it the drive for self-actualization, our innate desire to grow into the fullest expression of who we can become. It's what keeps you setting goals, even after failing before. But this drive to evolve collides with another instinct, the subconscious drive for safety and sameness. Every resolution is really an inner negotiation between those two forces, expansion versus protection. Harvard psychologist Robert Kegan described this as the immunity to change, the hidden, competing commitments that keep us stuck. And neuroscience confirms it. When you set an ambitious goal, the amygdala, your brain's threat detector, lights up like it's physical danger. Change literally triggers a fight or flight response. So if you struggle to stay consistent, you're not broken. Your brain is just doing its job, a little too well. I once coached a man who wanted to post his first video online. He had great ideas, tons of knowledge, but weeks went by and he never hit record. Every time he sat down to film, he'd suddenly decide the lighting was wrong, or his shirt didn't look right, or maybe he should just plan a little bit more. When we dug deeper, we discovered his subconscious had made a quiet association. Visibility equals judgment, and judgment equals pain. So his mind wasn't fighting the camera. It was fighting perceived danger. Once we reframed that, once he could feel safe being seen, he felt free to start recording videos. Same man, same camera, new wiring. When you commit to change, your brain releases norepinephrine, the same neurochemical that spikes during threat. It sharpens focus, but also increases anxiety. Unless that tension is paired with a sense of purpose or reward, your brain tags the goal as unsafe. That's why emotion isn't fluff. It's biology. Emotion is the language your subconscious understands. Neuroscientist Antonio Damasio found that emotion, not logic, drives decision-making. If your goal doesn't create emotional resonance, your subconscious tunes it out. That's why should goals fade and must goals stick. To rewire your mind, you need 3 ingredients. First, you need safety. Take small, consistent actions that prove change is safe. Every completion sends a signal to the amygdala. We can handle this. Second, you need emotion. Connect your goal to a feeling that matters. Neuroscience agrees. Meaning amplifies learning. Third, you need identity. Link the action to who you are becoming. The brain's reward centers activate more strongly when behavior aligns with identity. As James Clear put it, you do not rise to the level of your goals, you fall to the level of your systems. But those systems aren't just routines, they're subconscious identity scripts. When you combine safety, emotion, and identity, you stop fighting your subconscious. You bring it into partnership. Think of your subconscious comfort zone like an elastic band. If you never stretch it, you stay the same. If you stretch it too far, it snaps back, harder than before. The key is to stretch without snap. Hold a 10x vision, but reduce the threat signal. This is the middle ground between atomic habits and 10x thinking. Small, believable actions, emotionally charged and repeated, expand your identity safely. This is how neuroplasticity works. Your brain rewires through repetition and emotion. Each small, meaningful win literally grows new neural connections. You're not forcing change, you're encoding it. Tony Robbins said it best, breakthroughs are not born from certainty. They're born from unreasonable goals with emotionally compelling reasons why. The emotion is what tells your subconscious this new level of success is safe. Your subconscious is like an overprotective bodyguard. It doesn't care how inspired you are. Its loyalty isn't to your dreams, it's to your survival. So the moment you reach for something new, it steps in front of you saying, I'm only stopping you so you won't get hurt. You don't fire the bodyguard. You retrain it. You teach it that growth is not danger. It's evolution. Think about your own life. Where have you made the same promise year after year, and deep down known you wouldn't follow through? What did your subconscious believe that goal might cost you? That's the ceiling you need to look at, not the task itself. Most people lie to themselves with good intentions. They make big promises to feel hopeful again. But every broken promise erodes self-trust. To rebuild it, start smaller than your ego wants to, but make every win emotional. Each kept promise whispers to your subconscious, I am safe, I am capable, I follow through. That's how you build a new baseline of belief. As William James said, the greatest discovery of our generation is that a human being can alter his life by altering his attitudes of mind. Change your attitude toward change itself. Make it emotionally safe, and your life will follow. So as you look at your resolutions this year, don't ask, how do I push harder? Ask, how do I make this feel safe, meaningful, and true to who I'm becoming? Because when the subconscious feels safe, the conscious mind can finally soar. If this message hit home, there are 2 free ways to take it deeper. First, take the mind control assessment. It reveals how your subconscious currently prioritizes safety, success, and self-belief, and shows you exactly where to start rewiring. Second, download the Subconscious Academy app. Inside, you'll find the free Subconscious Starter Kit, including a guided hypnosis track designed to quiet resistance and retrain your subconscious to feel safe with success. You'll find both links below. Remember, the resistance you feel isn't real. It's just a pattern. Breakthroughs begin within. I'll see you inside the Academy.